Hey guys, it's me, Jackie. I'm just going to do a short video on how to calibrate the Presidium gemstone tester. This is my third unit. I've owned them for probably the last 15 years. I just got this one, the brand new one, a couple months ago. What most people don't realize is that you should always calibrate them before you use them. These work on thermal conductivity on your stones. So any change in ambient temperature in the room or any movement on the unit and stuff like that could affect its accuracy. Now, you guys do know it doesn't test, whether something's been lab grown or a natural gemstone because they have the same properties. But between colored stones, it gives you a good idea on what you possibly have. Of course, if it's synthetic or glass, and I say synthetic, like not naturally grown from, the stuff you would be used in like regular gemstones, like natural gemstones, then synthetic or glass, it will test as glass or nothing. So I just wanted to show real quick because I've watched a few people and it's a bit of a procedure. This third unit I've had, which is the newest one, which like I said, I've only had for a couple months, it takes the longest to calibrate, but it's worth doing it. It's only a couple of minutes. You turn the unit on, of course, you let it heat up first. So we're gonna wait a couple of seconds for this to stop flashing first. And then, I don't know if this came with a tool. I have a very crude tool myself. This is just the other end of a Q-tip. I used it for Bakelite testing. So now I'm gonna use it to show where we depress to start the test. We're gonna wait for it to stop blinking. And I hope you guys find this useful. I don't want to take up too much of your time. It seems like it takes forever for it to stop blinking. Yay! All right, stop the blinking. Now, I don't use the second hole. I know that the first hole is what we use. You just fool around in there a little bit with the poke. You heard the beep? All right, so now it's ready to test. When you grab your wand, and I'll tell you a funny about the wand in a moment. You want to make sure you're making contact with your fingers on the metal portion. And then you're going to come in at an angle. Hope I can do this on screen. Yep. And you're going to try to get it right on that A and hold it. All right. So that's the sign that it's calibrated first. But there's a few other steps. Now we're going to wait for it to do glass, which is green. Same thing. We're going to try and hold it at an angle. It beeps, so that's good. Now, generally it's done, but we have to watch this this lamp. If it comes on again for the blue, it means it, and that's what happens with this third generation or whatever generation the new model is. It wants you to calibrate this portion again. Again, at an angle, you depress as hard as you can. You wait for it to get in the middle. You wait for it to beep. And then let's see if we get... Nope. It wants one more. As long as it keeps flashing blue, this should be the last one. And then we should go solid red. There you go. Now we're ready. Ready, Freddy. Okay, and I lost my ring that I was gonna... There we go. So, these are obviously glass. Again, you're going to come in at an angle and depress and see it moves, but it doesn't move much and it's not out of the glass. So these are obviously glass. We knew that already just by looking at it. We're going to do, now this is opal in the center, but I think these are rubies on the side. And they're small. I probably should have picked a bigger stone. We move out of the way. Nope, flies right up the ruby. See that, guys? And of course, you don't want to touch the metal. If you touch the metal, you get that terrible beeping noise. Now, this is the other thing. You can test loose stones, but and this is a hunker. And look how deep, this is nice stone actually. Just because it works on thermal conductivity, you absolutely should not be holding this in your hands. is what, that's what they suggest when you test it. So I know that there's little tools you can buy or have, whatever, to, you place it in the little hole that, in the center of the tool, and it'll sit in there and cradle it while you test. I'm just gonna put it in this box, which is not gonna work. Hold on, guys. I don't wanna touch it with my fingers. All right, so we see where it went. I wanna touch it in my fingers or hold it in my fingers just. It stayed about the same. At any rate, they don't suggest that you hold it in your hand. So I hope that helped. If you guys have any questions, of course you can PM me. I'm gonna post this on my Facebook page for everybody. And the funny about the cap, this is my third unit, and each unit within 3 days or less, this one day, I lose the cap and I never see it again. It always happens. But you should always protect this point, because you can damage the point. I just have to be very careful with it. Sometimes I find a pen cap to put on it, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Love to everybody. I hope this helped. Have a good night.